The Global Latin Factor Podcast.
Welcome you and all to another episode of the Global Latin Factor Podcast, where we talk about Latino everything. Another episode we have going for you. Thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You already know. Give us a like, leave us a comment. We appreciate the ones that are already interacting with us online. Thank you very much. All the TikTok people that found our page and been liking and commenting, we appreciate it very much. We have a whole lot more content, a whole lot more interviews coming your way, and I hope you enjoy some of the things that we are pushing out. And if you are, again, subscribe and share with a friend so we can keep growing the channel. It'll help us a lot, and we appreciate the ones we have. Today, I am wearing a very special shirt. It's called Los Gran Reyes. They're one of our interviews we did before. If you haven't checked out that episode, go and watch it right now. It's divided into two sections. Los Gran Reyes. They're a group de cumbia here in the Dallas area. They're called Cumbia Urbana. That's what they do. And they're located right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They've been here for years. They've got original material. So if you want to check out some of the interview, we got two of the members. And now they have other shirts, but I like this one, so I had to get it. All righty, so we're going to go ahead and get to today's Global Latin Factor. And today, we're going to have somebody that has been very hot online, all over the place, can't get away at a club party without knowing about this individual. We're talking about Benito Antonio Martínez Ocasio, a.k.a. El Apto, better known as Bad Bunny. Yeah, that's right. You got it right. So Bad Bunny is a Puerto Rican singer, rapper, wrestler, actor, songwriter who made the first all-Spanish record ever to reach #1 on the Billboard's 200. Yep, that's right. Bad Bunny was born on March 10, 1994, so he is 28 years old. As the recording of this episode, he was born in Vega Baja, Puerto Rico, which is approximately 30 minutes west of San Juan. Bad Bunny was raised in a lower middle class household. His father was a truck driver, while his mother was a teacher, taught English. He has two younger brothers. Young Bad Bunny was a fan of reggaeton and liked performances such as Daddy Yankee, Vico C, Hector Lavoe, and sometimes he liked to hear when he was going to the Carson Reggaetoneros, Tego Calderon, and also on his way to school. Bad Bunny also listened to salsa, merengue, rock, and at one point in time, the preference music that he had was the Bee Gees. Yes, the Bee Gees. His urban music style also incorporates all kinds of sounds and genres, including rock, punk, soul, and many other sounds that you'll be able to find on some of his projects that he has out. He began singing at a young age, and he chose the name Bad Bunny after sharing an online picture. It was during Easter. They put him on a bunny outfit, and he looked kind of mad, kind of grumpy, and he used that as the Twitter handle. And after putting in music and different things like that, then it caught on. The name just grew. He found it to be marketable, so he kept using Bad Bunny. So he was making music, but he wasn't putting it anywhere based on some of the interviews that I was watching. And his friends kept telling him, people around him, like, hey, you need to put this out. You need to put it out. And before you know it, you know what? He was able to go ahead and do that and finally put it out on SoundCloud, of all places, and slowly and steady just kept growing. So Bad Bunny did attend the University of Puerto Rico at Arecibo, where he took audio-visual communication classes, and at night he would work on his music, which centered around reggaeton trap music. Reggaeton trap music is the kind of music that he does. So some of the fun facts that I was able to find about Bad Bunny is, even though he's Puerto Rican, he does share Puerto Rican and Dominican roots, because Bad Bunny's dad is from Santo Domingo. That's the capital of Dominican Republic, while his mother is from Puerto Rico. He worked on his craft, on his music, for about 5 years or so before he even got some notice as to what he was doing. He wasn't a big fan of the song Mia with Drake. You know which song I'm talking about. And he's also, he was working at a supermarket. So in 2016, he was bagging groceries. 2016, we're in 2022. In 2016, about 6 years ago, he was bagging groceries still. before his music took off. He was in the choir till he was about 13 years old. His family was very Catholic, and they had him join the choir at that time. And that's until he 13 is when he stopped doing that. He has a song again, has broken many records as far as songs, but some of the things that he has so far. First of all, the first song that got him noticed was Dile, and that's where he got one of his breaks, and some of the labels started noticing him. One of the labels that is locally in Puerto Rico, I believe. And of course, now he's been the most streamed artist in Spotify for 2020 and 2021. So he is very active as far as the things that he's been doing, especially not only music, but in general and overall involving Puerto Rico, such as the Hurricane Maria. He helped rebuild some of the neighborhoods where he grew up. And also speaking about the administration at that time, that was not really doing much of anything as far as he didn't feel like they were getting enough help. And I know some of you might have seen some of the stuff in the news as far as not getting enough help, especially being part of the U.S., even though it's a territory. And he was very vocal about that. And he did a freestyle during that time. And also he made a song, Que Estamos Bien, and performed it one of the night shows, just to show that, even though the y'all might not want to help us or whatever, we're still okay. And it hit home. And that's a lot of his, as far as his like the reason why people like him is for the same reason, right? That he even says to himself. So a lot of the times when you're an artist, you have your character, which is whatever artist name you are, and then you have the persona of the artist, and then you have the person. But many interviews he said, Bad Bunny is Benito. We're not two different people. This is the reason why I feel like a lot of people connect with me, my music, is because we're the same. Like, I'm not portraying, I'm not, making anything up as far as another alter ego or another persona that it is. This is who I am. It's just the music that I like to do. So Puerto Rico's former governor Ricardo Rosello stepped down in July after thousands of protested against him and San Juan, including Latin Grammy, of course, Bad Bunny, and Residente will also join, and Ricky Martin. So there was a lot of pages of text messages of him, that previous governor, talking crazy, and the people didn't like that at all whatsoever. So they marched and protest for days, and he refused. The ex-governor refused, and then finally he stepped down. But Bad Bunny was part of those protests and kind of sort of energizing the people that are like, even though we're this and that, we're not going to take this no matter who it is. We're going to be with the people. We're going to be having our voices be heard, and we're going to do what we need to do to make sure that he is out. So he said in one of the interviews that you'll be surprised. He likes to do music. In fact, his last album, Un Verano Sin Ti, he did it in Puerto Rico and some, I believe, in the Dominican Republic. But he want to show that this is who they are. He's Latino, and this is what, like, as far as the music they like, this is my culture. This is what I am. This is what I speak. And I'm going to show what we can do here in Puerto Rico. And that's one of the reasons why some of the last project that he did was done in Puerto Rico, and you can hear it too. But he also said in one of the interviews, you'll be surprised how many American artists want him to collaborate in the English market. You had Mia with Drake, but there's other ones. You say and I'm don't doubt that there's a list of individuals that want to be part of him, because pretty much anything that he touches is gold, like pretty much guaranteed to just go. And he has done collabs with a lot of artists. Some of the ones that we've seen, of course, and about is Cardi B, J Balvin, Osuna, and there's just to name a few. Nari Natasha, and you have Rosalia and Becky G. I mean, you name them, pretty much they're being there. And of course, this is just as of the recording of this episode, so who knows what else is gonna come about. And as far as the award he has won so far, so Bad Bunny has won 2 Grammy Awards, 4 Latin Grammy Awards, 8 Billboard Music Awards, and an MTV Music Award, and 2 American Music Awards, and 13 Premio Lo Nuestros as as the recording of this episode. So that's what he has won as of today's date and what the episode that we're doing today. He has received 5 Grammy nominations. In 2020, he received the ASCAP Latin Award for Songwriter of the Year. In 2021, he won a professional wrestling championship where he became the WWE 24/7 champion on February 15, 2021. The episode of Raw, he relinquished his title to R-Truth in exchange for some Stone Cold Steve Austin memorabilia. He was champion for 28 days. So Benito, one of the things, I looked at different interviews and different things like that, and yeah, he seemed very like to come from bagging groceries and consistently work and kind of sort of not want to put it out to finally put it out. And even as some bagging groceries in 2016 to now, just the massive, like everywhere you go to, like sometimes I get to work on clubs or bars, and the every single night, and any DJ right now that's DJing currently, whether you even like to play reggaeton, trap reggaeton or not, I guarantee that you'll get a request from Bad Bunny. Again, every single DJ that does DJing right now, I almost guarantee you that you'll get a request every night, minimum one time, if not like 3 or 4 of Bad Bunny songs. I almost guarantee it. I put some money on it. If I don't know if it's illegal or not, but I'm just saying, I almost guarantee it. So yeah, that's Bad Bunny. He's again 28 years old, doing acting now. He's been doing different things like that. He enjoyed the wrestling and any other stuff that he's gonna do. So man, more luck to him. Yeah, I'm sure if you haven't checked his music out, I think he's not even at his peak as far as where he wants to go. His last album, can't help but see every other post on social media about Bunny. Which again, if music's good and they're gonna enjoy it. And the other thing that I liked about him is that the fact that he has a song that reached all Spanish, that reached the 200 Billboard, all Spanish. And one of the things he was saying in one of the interviews was like, but you did it all in Spanish and this and that. Like, okay, so the American artists are not expected to change to anything else, but why should I change? This is who I am. This is my culture. This is what I represent, and this is what I'm gonna put out to the world. So, if you like it, listen to it. That's fine. If you don't like it, it's okay too. But I'm not gonna change who I am or what I put out because of billboards, because of this or that. And that's pretty cool that the Spanish language that we have and that is one of the top languages in the world. We're able to make it through that and have a song that represent that's from Latino, Puerto Riqueño. And yeah, he has all kinds of other stuff that he supports as far as the LGBTQ and different other stuff. And, that's awesome. So this was another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. Remember, we are just like you. We are the spice in this melting pot that it is the world. Till next time. Peace. ¿Qué pasó, mi gente? What's going on? Thank you very much for checking out this episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast, where I hope that you are enjoying the content. If you are, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Tell somebody and help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers for this channel. Again, thank you very much. Go subscribe. We appreciate it.
Walks like a pero but in fact is a flamingo. Coming to Havana and reach from Puerto Rico. On a pirate ship, he don't know where do we go. The birds of the jungle chasing fortune and fame, but Juan is flamingo is no walker.